We begin with a crime that has shocked Japan. The brutal killing of an internet personality while she was live streaming on the streets of Tokyo.
So I know what a lot of you are probably thinking already, and I'm just going to tell you right now, no, this is not an obsessed Twitch stalker kind of scenario. It's more of a very, very angry loan shark situation. And I'll explain to you pretty much what that means as this video goes on. But the gist of it is, this internet personality, I believe she was a Twitch streamer. She was a streamer of some kind for certain, because this happened while she was streaming live. Yeah, she was attacked while streaming because she decided to do an IRL stream that day. Normally she streams from her home, but she was doing an IRL stream this day. Details on that later. And this person is somebody that loaned her quite a bit of money over time, and he was demanding that money back over the course of at least a year, possibly a couple of years. And he even took her to court and everything, and the court ordered for her to pay that money back to him, and she just kind of ghosted him, cut him off, and made it very clear she had no intention of paying that money back. And the man was quite angry about this, as you might imagine, but so angry that he just saw red and decided, you know what, I'm gonna murder her, and that's what he did. The story's pretty sad and honestly very tragic. All of this could have been avoided. I mean, there's so many things that, you know, could have gone better, could have gone differently. Like, this was a very, very avoidable situation. And it's very unfortunate that things did unfold the way that they did. But I hope this also will help some people in understanding how careful and cautious they need to be if they're going to be an internet personality, if they're going to be a live streamer, if they're going to basically be constantly broadcasting their location to millions, thousands, or however many people that watch them. People are dangerous. There are some very dangerous people out there that will do you harm for a plethora of different reasons. We recently had that Twitch stalker weirdo guy that was threatening, you know, Emeru and Valkyrie and Cinna.
What's going on? What's going on, man? Right now. I'll kill you right now. I'll kill you right now.
There was the guy that set that woman's car on fire because he wasn't happy with her.
The next clip after that was the front end of my car engulfed in flames.
There was the Amaranth attack.
Oh, right here. It's in here.
I mean, it goes on and on and on. This stuff is becoming extremely common. It's already been fairly common, but it seems like it's happening more and more, which is extremely concerning. But anyway, let's get into the video.
The victim, 22-year-old Sato Airi, lived in Tama City in the Tokyo suburbs. She was attacked without warning while live streaming on Tuesday. This man says he had been watching her streams for about a year.
She was upbeat and she didn't let you down. I'm just sad, that's all I can say. I rooted for her. I never thought something like this could happen.
So unfortunately, the truth of the matter is, I already made this bold claim in a recent video where I talked about, you know, female Twitch streamers and how dangerous that job could be. I literally said that it is one of the most dangerous professions you could have, and it has nothing to do with what you're actually doing, you know, sitting a lot of times at a desk like I am and making content or playing a video game and talking to people. It has nothing to do with that. It's the people that then get attracted to your stream that bring the danger. Because when you do this, you make it very, very accessible for people to find out exactly who you are, where you live, and how they can find you. Because if you're live streaming at home and they figure out what your address is, they can find out where your bedroom is or wherever you stream from, your office, and now they know exactly where you are. I mean, there's the Amaranth footage that actually came out recently that actually shows the people running into her house and threatening her, which I'm going to show you guys a clip from that. And real quick, before I do show you guys this clip, first off, I'm going to give you a brief trigger warning. So if you don't want to see it, skip forward about 35 seconds. And then I also want to say that part of the reason why I am showing you this is because so many people want to make the claim that Amaranth was faking it, when you can literally hear the gunshot, the guy shooting the door, and you can see the bullet. She shows the bullet holes in her door in the original, like when she first talked about it on Twitter, and everybody's calling her a liar, saying things aren't adding up and all this bullshit. I'm like, just because you don't like this person doesn't mean that they can't have terrible things happen to them. Like, do you understand that logic? But not only can you hear the gunshot, them shooting at the door, but then them going in the room and screaming at her and then hitting her, pistol whipping her exactly as she described it. Exactly as she described it. And you can hear it. You can hear her screaming. Like, it's not good, people. Now, this is where I'd recommend skipping forward about 30 seconds if you don't want to be witness to this.
Just do it! Go!
So here you can very clearly see that they knew exactly where to find her, because I think she was streaming at this time, or either she had just recently ended a stream. But either way, they knew where she was, they knew where to find her, and they knew exactly what to do. You are susceptible to this sort of stalking-like behavior when you are a streamer, because you're openly broadcasting to the world exactly where to find you a lot of the time. Even if you try to conceal that information, the problem is it is so easy to still figure it out. If you can find somebody's real name, a lot of times you can figure out where they live. Pretty simple, actually, because the internet works that way nowadays, which is kind of upsetting, but it is what it is. You really have to protect yourself. You need to have security. You need to have defense. Like, you need to have a way to protect yourself, because you never know when somebody might just come up out of nowhere and just start attacking you or try to rob you or whatever, because they know that you have something that they want, or they want you and can't have you, and so they enact these things.
The stabbing took place on a street just a few minutes walk from Takadanobaba Station in Shinjuku Ward. Police arrested 42-year-old Takano Kenichi on the spot. He has now been charged with murder. Police say Sato was stabbed several dozen times with a survival knife. On Thursday, police searched Takano's home in Tochigi Prefecture to the north of Tokyo. The suspect reportedly told investigators he came to the capital after hearing Sato would be live streaming a walk along the city's Yamanote train line. He said he pinpointed her location by watching the live stream.
You see? That was exactly what I was talking about. Pinpointed her location by watching her live stream. That is why it is so dangerous to be a female Twitch streamer. I mean, yeah, you could make the same argument that as a male Twitch streamer, it could be just as dangerous. I don't know, it might be some other obsessed person that might be upset. It's just, the problem with that statement, though, is it's significantly less likely that a male Twitch streamer is going to be attacked. It's usually women that are attacked, and women are also typically the victims of these sort of violent assaults. That's just how things are. That's what statistics tell us. And but anyway, this guy right here, this is the piece of shit that did it. Now, I understand being upset that this woman basically robbed you in a sense. You, out of the kindness of your heart, loaned her money so that she could afford certain things or whatever, and then she ghosted you and refused to pay you back. Okay, fine, but you can be upset about that. What you can't do is then go and become some sort of vigilante and murder her, because first off, that doesn't even get you your money back. And it guarantees that you never will get your money back. And what it does do is put somebody in the goddamn grave that shouldn't be there, and then it puts you behind bars for the rest of your miserable goddamn life, and now you're never gonna see that money, never gonna see any money. Like, how is this a win for you? How is this a win for anyone? It's nothing but a big fat fucking loss. Like, I can't even understand that logic. I understand being upset to an extent. I don't understand being so upset that you just see red and then lash out and murder somebody. Not even like you shoot and kill them. You stab this woman. Stabbed her dozens of times. But I don't know if a lot of people know or not, but to murder somebody by stabbing is no easy feat. That's why it usually requires so many stabs. I mean, in the vegan murder cult situation that I was talking about recently, which I did a full like documentary style video on that. If you haven't seen it, please go watch it. They attacked this guy named Curtis Lind with knives and swords, stabbed him 50 times, and he lived. So when you assault somebody like this, you know that they are going to suffer tremendously before they die, even if they even do die, because stabbings, a lot of times people survive them if the people aren't quite thorough enough. It is difficult to kill somebody by stabbing them to death, despite what, you know, slasher movies make you believe. Now, I want to say, you know, obviously rest in peace to this Twitch streamer. I apologize if I don't get her name right, but I believe it was Sato Airi, or she also went by I Megami, which was like her internet personality name. But, you know, obviously, condolences to her family and all of that, and, you know, may she rest in peace. It's very, very sad, very tragic story, and then all of this really could have been avoided. Things could have played out much differently. This guy could have not decided to take murder into his own hands. I mean, he had already taken her to court. I mean, she had been ordered to pay that money back to him. So, I mean, by law, she would have had to have given it to him at some point, or if not, there probably would have been some follow-up court cases. Something would have happened. In some way, shape, or form, this man would have gotten his money back. But anyway, that's it for this video. I'll see you guys next time.